1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome everyone to the morning announcements. I'ma say my name so you can pronounce it. Bomani Armah. Shout out to early risers, I see who you are. My morning ritual, thanks for having me over. Start with audiovisual, dose of Sankofa. My favorite occasions a few moons away. I'm counting rotations to watermelon day. If you're with me this morning, I hope that you're with it. 2 things that I want and 3 ways to get it. Black solidarity, African independence. Honor the ancestors, prepare descendants. 3rd thing you gotta do is love right now. I mean that in every sense and every way you know how. Now throw them up and say what should increase on 1, 2, 3, peace.
Alright, let's do the mic.
Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2, mic check. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the morning announcements with Bomani Armah. This is Thursday, February 9th, 2023. I am Bomani Armah, and we are 177 days away from Watermelon Day at Sankofa. We are here to honor the ancestors, prepare the descendants, and love right now. Thank you very much for watching me early in the morning. Help me break the algorithm, pass along some positivity, get that RBG energy going. Join my email list at notarapper.com. All right, friends, every morning we start off with a libation, and this morning's libation is going to be for one Anna Murray Douglas. Let me let you know about her. Anna Murray Douglas, 1813 to August 4th, 1882, I believe. I'm make sure I'm reading this right. I'm sorry, it's early in the morning. An American abolitionist, member of the Underground Railroad, and the first wife of American social reformer and statesman Frederick Douglass from 1838 to her death. The daughter of enslaved parents in rural Maryland around 1813, Anna was the first of her siblings to be born free after her parents were manumitted. She lived with her parents until the age of 17, at which point she headed for Baltimore and found work as a domestic helper. Over the years, she managed to earn and save money. The vibrant community of more than 17,000 free blacks in the Maryland city organized black churches and schools despite repressive laws restricting their freedoms. Let's read this quote about Anna Murray Douglas. The story of Frederick Douglass's hopes and aspirations and longing desires for freedom has been told, and you all know it. It was a story made possible by the unswerving loyalty of Anna Murray, Rosetta Douglass Sprague. Let me read that again. This is a quote from Anna Murray's daughter. The story of Frederick Douglass's hopes and aspirations and longing desire for freedom has been told. You all know it. It was a story made possible by the unswerving loyalty of Anna Murray. A quote by her daughter, Rosetta Douglass Sprague. No one is robbed of their just due in history like the Black woman. Anna Murray Douglass is a shining example of this. My writing hero, Frederick Douglass, changed the world with his words, but wouldn't have gotten to his freedom without his wife, Anna. She financed and planned his freedom. She operated their house as a stop in the Underground Railroad. She kept his house and family in order as Douglass traveled the world. Her children and her community argue she was never given her proper respect in her lifetime. That breaks my heart. I know dozens of Anna Murray Douglasses in real life. People who are the reason we admire those we admire, but don't know about them. I want that to change, starting with Anna Murray. Thank you to all the women who are the silent strength behind the figureheads we admire. Thank you, Anna Murray. Let's pour a libation for Anna Murray. We never forget, son of a fear, for homies who ain't here, we pouring out a beer. Because of you, it'll never be the same. We keep saying your name while we pour champagne. For the mothers and the father figures, your flame still flickers, we pouring out some liquor. We're the sons and the daughters of heroes and martyrs, honor you by pouring out some water. Friends, today's libation is for one Anna Murray Douglass. Friends, thank y'all very much for joining me this morning. I want to make sure you know all the ways that you can support myself, Bomani Armah, and the movement that I got going on. The album that I'm promoting the hardest right now is my first children's album called Baba Gat Bars. As a matter of fact, I'm going to play a track from that a little bit later. This album has me traveling the country as a teaching artist. I was just in New Jersey yesterday performing at 2 different schools. It was an amazing time. As a matter of fact, let me let you hear the song that I play for all my third graders and up. This is making sure my students understand the writing process, all right? The writing process is 5 steps: pre-writing, drafting, revising, editing, publishing. All right. You might have a third grader or a fifth grader who already knows this process. I know in the next 10 years, all of them are going to know it because I'm going to continue to push this message. Friends, here comes the writing process. Baba Bomani. BabaGotBars.com. When I do a show or an assembly, a student always comes up to me and asks, how do I take my ideas and turn them into a song? I told them it's the writing process. They usually ask, what's the writing process? So I realized I needed to use the writing process to write a song about the writing process. Are you following me? Let's do this. When I wanna write something and my thoughts are all a mess, I put it all together with the writing process. I got thoughts I must express or issues I must address. The way to do it best is the writing process. Pre-writing, drafting, revising, editing, publishing. 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 When I'm pre-writing, I'm brainstorming what's gonna happen. So before I start rapping, I begin by mind mapping. Start by writing down on paper everything I feel like telling. No worries about grammar, punctuation, handwriting, or spelling. Now, my ideas in pieces. This is the genesis. I'm turning my research into a working thesis. Once I've gathered ideas, then I make an outline. This works for letters, essays, book speeches, or rhymes. The audience and the purpose sets me on the right path. Who am I writing for, and what arguments do I have with those questions asked? I make my first draft. There's no exact answer. This ain't science or math. To perfect the tone and style, I must revise it so I read it. I see what else is needed and what needs to be deleted. Like a garden when you water it and weed it, then I repeat it. No reason to feel defeated. You'll know when it's completed. When I wanna write something and my thoughts are all a mess, I put it all together with the writing process. I got thoughts I must express or issues I must address. The way to do it best is the writing process. Pre-writing, drafting, revising, editing, publishing. 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 I've done pre-writing, drafting, revising, and I reread it. Now I put that polish on it cause I'm gonna edit. I proofread and correct errors in grammar and mechanics. This part can be a terror, but there is no need to panic. Let me tell you what I'm gonna do. I take my time and read it through. I find another writer to give it to. Because 4 eyes are better than 2. I make edits to improve on the clarity and style. Remember to be patient because this might take a while. I can publish it in so many ways. Print it out on a page, read it at class or on stage. Depends on the audience I want to engage. An email blast, television broadcast, an article with photographs, or my podcast, maybe a performance with a cast. Most important thing is that I get it out and that I'm clear on what I'm talking about. So when I get on the microphone and put it on a track, you can bounce your head to the writing process when you play it back. When I wanna write something and my thoughts are all a mess, I put it all together with the writing process. I got thoughts I must express or issues I must address. The way to do it best is the writing process. Pre-writing, drafting, revising, editing, publishing. 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 Yeah, that's it, y'all. Follow those 5 steps. Pre-writing, drafting, revising, editing, publishing, and you'll be a better writer. Let's run this one more time. Yeah. Pre-writing, drafting, revising, editing, publishing. 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 Friends, that was the writing process: pre-writing, drafting, revising, editing, publishing. All right. Now, friends, I want to now get into tonight's book. We've been doing the same book all week, and that is Thank You, Amu by Oge Mora. Now, friends, I'm going to tell you the truth. Sometimes I don't realize the poetry happening around me until I'm in the middle of it. And I'm realizing now we did as our libation today, Anna Murray Douglas. And I feel like this story by Oge Mora about this fictional character named who everyone called Amu is sort of an example of what I was talking about. You know, we have a habit of making big mamas out of Black women and then not appreciating what they do for us. And I believe this book is doing a really good job of explaining that and making sure as a community we give back to the Black women who give to the community. This book is called Thank You, Omu. We have been reading through the entire thing. If you haven't been here earlier, if you don't know the story, Amu is an Igbo word which means queen, or in this instance means grandmother. And this queen made some red stew one day for dinner and was giving it out to the entire community. But now we've come to the part where, and let me read this for you so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Soon the sky darkened, the street lights brightened, and it was finally time for dinner. But when Amu opened her big fat pot of thick red stew for her nice evening meal, it was empty. Amu sniffled. There goes the best dinner I ever had. Sorry and blue, she sat at the table with her empty pot until knock, 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 knock. Who could that be? Amu wondered. When she opened her door, she saw the little boy, the police officer, the hot dog vendor, the shop owner, the cab driver, the doctor, the actor, the lawyer, the dancer, the baker. Why, everyone she had fed today was at her door. I'm sorry, everyone, Amu sighed. My thick red stew is all gone. I have nothing left to share. The little boy tugged at Amu's sleeve. Don't worry, Amu. We are not here to ask. We are here to give. Now, I'm not going to read the rest of the story. I'm going to leave a couple pages to surprise you at the end. But I definitely think you should pick up this story and read to your little people. This is called Thank You, Amu by Oge Mora. Go to the description and the link, and you can find information on where you can order this book. This is an amazing read. Thank y'all very much for watching the morning announcements. Make sure that you take care of the people who are taking care of you. All right. Make sure you take care of the Amus in your community. All right, friends. I end every morning announcements with the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing by J. Rosamond Johnson and James Weldon Johnson. We're about to do that right now. Here we go. Friends, that was the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing by James Weldon Johnson and J. Rosamond Johnson. Friends, that ends my program for today. Thank you for joining me for the morning announcements. I'll be back on Monday. There are 3 things that I want you to do today. Honor the ancestors, prepare the descendants, and love right now. At the count of 3, everybody say peace. Throw up the deuces. I'll see y'all on Monday. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Peace.